Does the universe test you before you can get your desires? And what can you do to pass those tests? This is exactly what I'm going to talk about in this video. Hello, my beautiful superheroes. Welcome back to my channel, the place where we make the impossible possible. If you're new here, hi. I'm Scarlett Grace, I'm a manifestation coach, and I'm here to help you manifest your heart's desires. In this video, I'm going to talk about something that many of you have been asking me. And this is the fact that in many cases, you decide to manifest something. And that could be anything. It could be a specific person, money, a new career, a different body, a whole new life. And instead of getting your manifestation, it feels like everything starts going wrong. I'm going to explain how and why this happens and what you can do about it, because this is not actually a bad thing. I know it feels bad, I know it looks terrible, but it is actually a good thing. And by the end of this video, you will know exactly why it is a good thing that this happens and how to use it to get all of your desires. But before we jump into this, if you want to learn how to manifest any desire fast with the law of assumption and Neville Goddard's teachings, then subscribe and hit the bell icon. I also have several self-study courses to help you manifest, including a 21-day course on how to manifest your specific person, which was recently updated with more bonus lessons, meditations, subliminals, as well as a free 5-day challenge that will help you remove any blocks you have around a specific manifestation so that you can get it faster. And if you need some extra help or my personal advice for your situation, coaching is open. You can find the links for all of those things in the description below. So, does the universe test you before you can get your manifestation? The answer to this question is yes and no. The answer is no in the sense that there is not an external force or an external being judging you and deciding, I'm going to test this person to see, do they really want this? Are they really worthy of getting that manifestation? It doesn't work that way. You are the operant power of your reality. You are God of your reality. The whole of reality responds to your thoughts, to your feelings, and most importantly, to who you are on the inside. So there is nobody else deciding that you need to be tested to prove your worth before you can get your manifestation. It's just you. It is all you. But even though this is not a test that some external power decides to put on you, it is still a test. It is a test to see if who you are on the inside matches the desire that you want to manifest. If you've been watching my videos for a while, you have probably heard me say many times that we don't manifest what we want, we manifest who we are on the inside. That is why the whole of manifestation, all the manifestation processes, their purpose is to transform you on the inside into the version of you that matches the desire that you want to bring into your reality, no matter what that desire is. So let's take a look into what manifests those results in your physical reality that feel like tests, that feel like the moment you start manifesting something, the opposite is happening instead of what you want. You start from the identity of a person who wants something. So you want a specific person, or you want your ex back. You want more money. You want to get a promotion. You want to live in a house that is 5 times as big as any other place you've lived before. You want something different in your life. What you have in your life, before you decide to consciously manifest something different, is a match to the identity you have at that point. So, let's say that you are, for example, overweight and you want to lose weight. If you're overweight right now, this result matches your current identity. Or if you want to be with a specific person but you're alone right now, being alone matches the identity that you have had up until now. If you want a lot of money but you're poor right now, being poor matches the identity that you have right now when you decide that I'm going to manifest riches. What we need to do to manifest riches or the specific person or a new career or the house is we need to shift our identity to match the desire. That is why we use manifestation techniques. And that is why, when we want to manifest something, we don't consciously plan the steps to get there. We imagine that we already got our result in the past and try to embody that version of us that has the result. So, I am already rich. I'm not trying to become rich. I am already rich. I'm already a millionaire. What does that feel like? How do I think differently? How do I live differently? What kinds of choices do I make now that I wasn't making before when I wasn't a millionaire? Or I'm happily married to my specific person. How do I feel on the inside compared to how I felt before when we weren't together? Do I have the same thoughts? Do I have the same fears? Do I have the same reactions? We need to embody the new identity, the new version of ourselves that already has the result we want in order to manifest it in our reality. And all manifestation methods, at their core, this is what they're trying to do. Now, when you start this process, it doesn't happen automatically. So the moment you decide, I want to manifest this and I'm going to embody the version of me that has it, you start changing. But it's not like you push a button and you're suddenly a whole new person consistently for the rest of your life and you get to enjoy your result. Especially if your result is something that feels big on an identity level, not something easy to you, something that changes your life a lot. It can take some time to fully transition from the old version of you to the new version of you. Some changes are happening, but you're not fully embodying the new version of you yet. And you can actually watch this process happening because this is why when you start affirming or when you start imagining or scripting, after a few days, you notice that you feel more positive, that many of the fears that you used to have around this specific desire don't come up anymore. You feel that you're in a better mood. You feel that it's possible all of a sudden to manifest this desire when before it felt huge. It felt almost impossible. But now you feel that it's within reach. It may not be close, but it's getting closer. You feel the shift on the inside. So you, at this stage, are embodying part of the new identity that matches having your desire, but you're still embodying part of the old identity. You haven't fully shifted. So at this stage, what often happens is events will manifest that feel as if things are moving in the opposite direction of what you want, or events that feel like tests. Like reality is testing you, like it is trying to tell you you're not ready for your desire, you're not worthy of your desire. The reason this manifests is because reality always responds to who we are on the inside. So if you want to manifest something, and part of you believes you can have it, but you still have fears or limiting beliefs that tell you otherwise, reality will respond to both sets of beliefs. It will respond to your beliefs about having the thing, and it will also respond to the beliefs about not having the thing. And this is actually good. So when reality is giving you a situation that is negative, or it feels like things are going the opposite way from what you want, this is actually good because it's feedback. It points you to the beliefs that you have to shift specifically so that you can finally get your desire. What is happening, the negative thing that is happening, is not trying to tell you that you cannot get your desire. It is not trying to tell you that you're not worthy of your desire. It just points you to your own beliefs that are in the way. It tells you here, you have this and that belief still, and those are the beliefs that you need to shift so that the whole situation shifts, so that you know what to work on. Because if you don't know what to target, if you don't know why you're getting the results that you're getting, that's not helpful and you're stuck. But if you know that, hey, this is what I need to change, you can just change that and bam, the whole of reality shifts overnight. So now that you understand why those tests appear in your reality, I'm going to tell you what to do to pass those tests every time and get all your desires. The first thing that you need to remember in order to pass those tests easily and get your desire is circumstances do not matter at all. It doesn't matter how negative the circumstance that just popped up is. If you don't allow yourself this situation to pull you out of your state of the wish fulfilled, out of your new identity, it will just fizzle out and disappear. That is the test here. When the negative situation pops up, will you remain faithful to your new identity, to the state of the wish fulfilled, and not allow yourself to get triggered? Or will you get triggered all the way back to your old identity? That's the test. If you want to pass the test, you need to remain faithful to your new identity. If you're manifesting becoming a millionaire and you get a bill that is 3 times what you normally pay and you don't have the money to pay it, will you go all the way back to thinking about how you're poor and nothing will ever shift? Or will you look at the bill and think, I'm so happy and grateful that I'm a millionaire, and these numbers, they mean nothing to me. I remember when I used to be triggered by a bill like this, but I'm not triggered now because now I'm a millionaire, and this amount is nothing to me. I make more than that in a minute or in an hour, so who cares? When situations like that pop up, don't see them as negative. Don't allow them to trigger you because circumstances do not matter. See them as an opportunity to reinforce your new identity, and by doing that, you will get your result very, very fast. The second thing that you need to do is, when an event like that, when a test pops up, and you get drawn into it, and you don't manage to stay in the state of the wish fulfilled, what I want you to do is I want you to write down on a piece of paper the thoughts, the emotions, and the story that you have inside your head about this event and what it means. Because this is exactly what you need to shift in order to get your desire. The story is exactly what is keeping you in your old identity, in your old reality. This is the key to getting your manifestation. Write it down so that you can clearly see the pattern, see the thought, see the limiting belief, and then use manifestation methods, use affirmations, use visualization or scripting or subliminals or anything else that you feel works for you to shift those specific beliefs. And start telling a different story, because that story that you attach to this event is part of your old identity. You need to do away with that story so that you can have your desire. That negative story about what this event means doesn't belong in the reality where you have your desire. Remove it, tell a different story. The third thing that you need to do to pass those tests is detach from your desire. And no, detachment doesn't mean stop wanting it. That's not it at all. It means stop making it so super important that you're terrified of what will happen if you never get it. And you make it mean like you're a failure if you don't get it. That's what detachment is. I have many videos on how to detach. I'm going to link them up to the right and also in the description below so that you can find the method that works best for you. But one easy way to start detaching from your desire right now so that you can lower the resistance and allow it to manifest is take a more playful approach when it comes to manifesting. See it like a game or like a scientific experiment. Don't look at it like, oh my God, this is a super important thing, and if it doesn't manifest, what am I going to do? I need to pour everything into it, and it needs to happen. It just needs to happen. This is what creates the resistance. Think back to when you were a child and you were playing and you took the game seriously in the sense that you were very invested in it, but it was just a game. It didn't mean anything, and if you lost at the game today, you would still play tomorrow as if nothing happened. Instead of being so worried about whether it's going to work or not, or what happens if it doesn't manifest when you try to manifest it, see it more like a game. Have fun with manifestation. And the more fun you have with it, and the more playfully you approach it, the easier you can manifest it, because you don't have any resistance when you're being playful. If you found this video helpful, then share it with somebody who needs to hear this information, and if you haven't already, then subscribe and hit the bell icon, because I put out new videos every Sunday to help you manifest an amazing life.